With it, and it really drives me bananas too.
Yeah, I think you have to have it really tight, otherwise it's always gonna be loose and kind of you're gonna wanna touch it. I don't know.
And you know, what she's fiddling with, she's not making any adjustments. Like I could see if she was self-conscious and trying to, you know, hide some of, you know, her chin or neck or whatever. Because I don't know if you know what the parameters are for wearing it and exactly how it's supposed to fit around your face. But yeah, she just draws more attention to it the more she touches
Right. Hey, do we have Salah in our chat?
it.
Hey, Salah, how's it going? You having a good time over there? Enjoying the product of Canada called Foodie Beauty? How's your channel doing? Are you also getting more subscribers?
You're right, Faith. You're right. So, I guess I'm done being mean for tonight. Nope, not true. She never attacked her child directly. Perhaps her parenting, the big difference. Brazy has also. I didn't even attack her parenting. Never said she was a bad mom. I said, honestly,
Hey, Foodie Beauty, how's it going? So you and your hubby can critique our relationship, but how about go and spend time together instead of being obsessed with my life?
Oh, well, but we do spend lots of time together, don't we, Goldwater?
I think we spend a lot of time together for sure.
Yeah.
We're not obsessed with you, Foodie Beauty. We like to watch your channel, but we're definitely critically observant. So thanks for popping in. We appreciate it.
I just find it.
Don't forget to like
bizarre
us.
That grown adults like Yaba with children have the nerve to bully others online. Like Yaba sent a super chat to Pete's and was like, "Oh yeah, the scale's broken." So you're fat shaming someone? Like I really hope your kids never grow up to be fat. Like really. I don't get it. Like I don't understand how grown adults with children bully others online all day. That to me is disgusting. And I'll never ever. You can say I'm coming for people's kids, but no, honey, that's not. Kathleen Cruz, I just want to say congratulations. Just love and be happy. Thank you, Kathleen. You're so nice. Thank you so much for the positivity.
Hey, Foodie Beauty, I have an honest question for you. Really, like, there's no hate whatsoever. Don't you see how people they look at your life and they just want to see consequences for some of the things that you do? I don't think a lot of people hate you outright. Honestly, I don't. We certainly don't at all. Yeah, if you know us, we're not really like that. I think people want to see consequences, and so you give them little bits of information, and then they kind of like they have no idea what's going on, and they're seeing things that are possibly fraudulent or illegal going on, and that's why they make the criticisms that you do. Can't you see that a little bit? I'm sure you have some insight into your own self and your behavior that you can understand that at the very least, right? So your comment here that's on the screen, like we don't talk like that here. We are trying to make objective criticisms about what we see. So we're not haters like that. So it's a different category. So I'd appreciate some mutual respect because your husband said the other day on the live stream to show some respect. So what are you doing coming in here and doing this kind of making these kind of statements in this kind of chat? So if you can appreciate people being reasonable and objective about all things, including your life that you put out there, you know, you should appreciate that if you're a good person at the end of the day.
Will there be a new Holy Trinity? I don't know.
Bella, I met my husband online, 22 years old, still married.
22 years ago. Yes. Wow. Congratulations, Bella. Is this rude or nice?
Rude.
Delete.
We don't eat chocolate bars, Foodie Beauty.
Thanks for wasting your time. We don't care. Bye. Starve them.
And Foodie, you really don't need to hate us, seriously. Like,
no.
It's not what we're not here to hate on you at all. We're here to make critical observations. That's all, Foodie Beauty.
With no reaction. I really should. I know. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep practicing. That's not fat shaming, it's a lie shaming. No, it's fat shaming. Whenever you comment on someone's scale or how much they weigh, it's fat shaming. And laughing about it. Furthermore, my scale wasn't broken, which is BS.
Being fat is not shaming, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing to be shamed about for being fat at all. Never be afraid to be fat, to take up space. Whatever these losers think about you is their problem. And that's actually their karma. The scale fiasco was so stupid. It's juvenile. It needs batteries. They're inaccurate when they start running low. It was accurate for how long? Like, you know? Can we be on 90 Day Fiancé? You have to be American for that.
No,
I guess they looked into it.
No.
What was that?
Can you be on 90 Day Fiancé? And Chantal says you have to be American to do it.
Oh, did he respond as well?
I'm not sure.
He hasn't.
You know, Foodie Beauty, I agree with you 100%. You don't owe anybody anything at all. I just think, and I think a lot of people would agree, is that when you put just certain facts out there, people are naturally inquisitive. I hope you can understand that, right? So, because you leave the way you live your life is contrary to, it's like atypical, right? It borders on, there's a lot of issues that are atypical in society. That's why people watch you. I hope you understand that. And so it's very fascinating. Like, do you understand why people watch you? I'd like to really, I'm asking you as a person. Like, you can tell there's no hate at all. Do people find you truly fascinating? That's the reason. So like other people, we find you fascinating too, and you absolutely don't owe anybody anything. But when you engage in certain behaviors, people they want to put a period on the sentence. They want to put they want to cross that T and dot that I. So they're naturally very interested in what's going on. So that's why people they need to talk about it, and they need to go, it's almost like an analysis, right? What's going on with here? Because people like to have answers. Things need to make sense for people, and with a lot of people, they have to see consequences for things that they think are kind of like antisocial. So especially with I can only speak for myself here and Mrs. G. Absolutely no hate towards you whatsoever, because we don't care at the end of the day, and you don't owe us anything. So that leads people to talk about things and try to understand things in an intelligent way and put the pieces together themselves. So people are inquisitive and they like to understand things. That's all that reaction channels really are at the end of the day.
An issue for some reason, so that's on him. Bullying is vile behavior, and they have the moral high ground according to their viewers. Give me a break. Yes, they're brainless viewers. People are so willing to hate me for whatever reason, their own personal reason, and you can see it's personal in their videos. Especially FFG. Hi, I know I bother you because you're jealous. So, but you need to get that jealousy in check, honey, because it's going to get you in legal trouble. I can promise you that. Anyway, they're so willing to hate me for whatever reason that they're willing to just forgo their morals by being racist with his name, by just being horrible people, and then will you stay friends with past friends like S-Jam and Keats?
Hi, Kelly. Thank you.
I'm not friends with S-Jam. S-Jam does nothing but talk crap about me when he's drunk, and no, not friends.
Florida, you blocked Sofa King. Nobody blocked him.
No, nobody blocked him. There's drama for nothing with that, and I'm not buying into that. Like, longtime beezers should know I'm not into that. Like, when I tell you to stop doing something, if you keep pressing and keep pressing, obviously I'm going to call you out on it no matter who you are. It's not has to do with loyalty at all. I'm not unconditionally loyal to people who are disrespectful to me. V-Star, welcome to very.
So Foodie Beauty says, well, maybe people should get their head out of their ass and open their minds. Not my problem. And so can you clarify what you mean by that? Like, honestly, what do you mean by open your minds? I think people are open to this kind of marriage because it's a cultural thing is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying, Foodie Beauty? Are you saying that this is just a straight up like a marriage and that's all that it is? Because I think people would understand that actually. So, but you don't really say that. It appears to others that maybe there's something else going on in terms of a marriage of convenience, or someone is grifting or something like that. That's really what people want to know. And you don't owe anybody anything. You absolutely don't owe anybody. But that's what people are thinking, right? You're 38 years old right now, and look at how you've lived your life. People are trying to always benefit from you. We look at what happened with the Nader thing, and so I think people are genuinely concerned about you. I think your family's genuinely concerned, and so I mean, you don't have to use such crass language. That's not we can't respect what you're saying unless you communicate with some kind of respect. So if that's what it is, hey, that's time will tell if that's what it is. If there's some other business detail going on or whatever, you alluded to all of these things before you left. This isn't just people making this stuff up. You said you might have quote unquote additional revenue streams before you went to Kuwait. But you wouldn't get into it. So I think it's just natural that people kind of speculate on that. And if you look back, we always say we wish you the best. No, we don't wish any ill will on you whatsoever.
Exactly.
So yeah. So just understand that about us. So just there's no hate whatsoever. It's just you need to understand that people make critical observations, right? People need to see consequences and things need to make sense. So wherever something doesn't make sense, because you get to decide what you put out there, people are going to try to fill in the blank in their own kind of way. So that's what you need to understand. So I think people are open-minded, and if it was just a straight up marriage based on a cultural difference, I think people would totally understand that. If that's all that it was, absolutely.
Ready, set, please. It makes me, honestly, this whole thing just makes me realize maybe the Holy Trinity never had my best interest in heart. Maybe that's the whole time, because where are they now?
So this at bees.
Yeah. I've been warned about that. A lot of my beezers don't have my best interest in heart, and that's fine. There's room for new beezers all the time. Oh, thank you, Ray John. I like being a demon. Is there a new Trinity in the making? No.
Foodie, I'm surprised that you're trying to portray some image on YouTube when you do the videos like you do with Salah here, but then I see all your comments here, and no one in my chat has ever been like so vile. Like no one talks like this to anybody in this chat. We really don't do that here. We have some of the most intelligent people here and with critical observations, and there's no one in the chat that ultimately wishes you harm or anything like that. So I'm surprised that you talk like this. But I mean, remember, like all of these statements, they're like a reflection on you. So you don't have to do that here in this chat. You could like talk to us. Like I assure you, you can talk to us. If there's one person in the city you can talk to me like a person. You don't have to be so defensive when you talk to me. No one's attacking you. So, and I can't speak for the other people in the chat right now who are kind of, bothered by you. I guess there's some people in the chat that you know or whatever, but I don't know. I don't know. In our comments, we don't talk like that here. So generally, the respect that people have for you might be lowered. Can you see that for a moment? Can you understand how people might lack that kind of respect?
No. We're getting a hug. I didn't talk to them much. Oh, this keeps falling?
Yes.
This pillow.
The pillow.
But I think they did do Chantal. I saw them defending you a lot. Who? Demon Girl Squad. The cats and Villa are Pete's now fat. Lennon Monroe. That's such an intelligent comment. I didn't even get it. Congratulations. Thanks for your money. Block?
Yes.
Bye, Amber. Keep wasting your money on us. You've been here for a while, hating. Love you. Down Under, member for 8 months. How long did it take you to use Google Translate?
Yeah, I agree with you, Foodie Beauty. Yeah. You don't know anybody, anything, 100%, and there's zero evidence of a sham marriage. Yeah, we don't have any evidence of anything. I think what happens when people compare what they know about the West and then they look at your marriage, because some of the research into some of the Islamic marriages is very, it's very loose and it's more of a cultural statement than like a legal statement. So that has people's, I guess, backs up and they're like, what's going on here? But actually, you should be kind of interested that people are kind of looking out for you. That's very, in some way, that's actually a loving and caring thing, because if you think of yourself as an online personality and that they looked out for you on day one with Nader. I remember the day in the chat where they put like those red flags in the chat for you, right? I think that's awesome that people put red flags in the chat to kind of protect you. That's kind of, isn't that amazing? You had thousands of people looking out for you in that moment. FFG, she like personally reached out to you because I guess there was some contact socially. She could kind of share some information, kind of protect you. I know you don't like sometimes how she talks to you and that she's critical of your behavior. I can understand that. And then also, and you have your differences with Shannon as well. But all these people seem to like ultimately like you in some kind of way, or even like look past some of the things
and looking out for your best interests.
Yeah, so I think it's amazing that you have so many people online that want to look out for you and protect you in that kind of way. So in terms of this being a sham marriage, I think people just want to protect you too, right? You're like I know you're a character on YouTube and you don't owe anybody anything, but you're still a real person, and I think people are legitimately concerned for you too, and they look into the future, and of course it's none of really their business. They don't really have a horse in the game or whatever, but they're concerned about what your future is going to bring because they've seen what's happened in the last couple of years. So I just hope that you can see that. And again, Foodie Beauty, just know that criticism of objectively available information is not hate against you. You have to understand that. I know you don't like it, but no one's out to hate you here. And I'm not sure if you can see that maybe we're different than some of the other reaction channels, but we're not. This is not hate. This is not what this is about. It's trying to make sense of objectively individual information and to analyze that way. So I hope you understand that. Hope you understand that.
Translate for that comment. Wow, time flies by.
They're trying to say in Arabic.
Yeah, they're trying, but they're dumb. Wow, time flies by. This is the happiest I've seen you in a long time. I love to see it. Thank you, Down Under, even though I'm complaining today. Ready, set, bees.
Bees.
So I'll stay on for another 15 minutes, guys. I want to stay on for about an hour. He's not giving you the pickles. Thank you, Mimi Fondue. Long time no see. I do think they care about you. Just been through a lot. They'll come around. Yeah.
Well, that's really great, Foodie Beauty, for sure. Haven't paid for a single thing since being in Kuwait. That's great. And your money isn't worth anything here. Okay.
Aisha said, yes, Dora, you are blocked. Then Dora said, thank you, guys, except Aisha. So funny.
Actually, and so what's interesting though, like with this comment here, and again, I don't know if Foodie Beauty is still in the chat or whatever, but it's prejudice to assume that because he's from Kuwait that it's a fake marriage. So I think that it's not a fake marriage because we've shown that there are kinds of marriage in Islam which just can be for a very specific period of time with no further obligation beyond that. I don't think we have definitely never said fake marriage.
No.
In terms of it, there's people that say that they use that language, sham marriage or whatever, but and actually even in Islam there's critical people are critical of these types of marriages. So they are socially acceptable, but they are very short-term marriages, so much so that sometimes people use them to kind of engage in prostitution. So that's what our research has showed, Foodie Beauty. So people are concerned that under the same guise of using this kind of marriage in Islam, this like a short-term marriage, that some benefits, that there's a reason that makes it a business arrangement. So yeah, so we certainly don't think it's a fake marriage, or that we know there are tenets of Islam that make this a very allowable form of marriage, but there can be reasons for why. And I think that's the question. That's what we're interested in for sure. And of course, Foodie Beauty, you realize that you say this, and we're going to see how this plays out over time, right? So so we have no. You can only benefit by being objective about what we talk about here. There's no haters, there's no hating and name calling in that kind of sense at all. So time will play out, and our statements will always stand because we're objective. But remember what you're talking about here. Is what you're saying today going to stand 1 year from now or 2 years from now, or will you be? We have to show these again, saying, "Oh, look at what she said, and we were right all along." So only you know the truth, and I don't know. Maybe what would make really good content if you actually did a video describing like those different kinds of marriages that exist in Islam, and like which one you're part of. Like, are you registered with the state? Is it just a cultural marriage? And is there a term on the marriage? Was there an exchange of money? Because some of them, there's a dowry associated with that. These would be really fascinating things. I think that would help to alleviate some of the concerns that people have. And I think if you explained that, then all of that would go away. People would kind of just really be understanding of that. So we're understanding of the cultural differences. There's no prejudice whatsoever. It's just it's definitely different than what goes on in Canada. So, and that would just put a period and a stop to people calling it a fake marriage right there. They would say, we're doing this kind of marriage, and this is the terms, and that's all you need to know. But I just want to say, you don't have to do that because you don't owe anybody anything. But people who have intelligence and who want to put pieces of the puzzle together, try to fill them in. And if you don't give them the information, they're going to try to put all kind of wild stuff in there. You know that already.
Yeah, they're going to fill in the blanks themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know what it is, and you could properly define it for everyone. But because at the same time you're trying to juggle both things, where you don't want to share the information, but so you're just leaving people to speculate. I don't know if you're actually married. Why don't you say like under what rules are you married? Maybe that would help to clarify it for people. But we don't use the expression "you're in a fake marriage" here.
The insults are really like fans buying passes to fangirl concert.
Dolly said, it's actually...
And Foodie Beauty says, actually, most reaction channels lie more than me, but okay. Well, we don't lie here. Like, we don't engage in that kind of stuff. We don't, beyond that. Yeah. So we just want you to know that we don't lie.
It's really awesome to see Chantal happy. And Yuma is such a supportive king. It's like really inspiring to me. Wow. Appreciate it.
Yes. She can't at that point. It is Chantal's life. Exactly. It's so weird people obviously using Google Translate to try to insult in a language that couldn't even take the time to learn. Too much hatred for English to comprehend. Like, it's so pathetic, actually. If you want to insult her in Arabic, at least make it make sense. Right? Why would we ever show you anything? Like, this is the thing. Like, there's a rumor going around that we haven't consummated or that we don't do anything. Like,
anyway, thanks for the super chat.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Why would we share any of this information with people so invasive online? It's never going to happen. Always had your back and do love you. Yeah, but they're not here now, and they were just criticizing. Like, you know what I mean, Brittany? So, I love how they have to pay to send hate comments. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I'm just in an eye roll mood right now. They're obsessed.
Bella said, I love seeing people pay you for their hate.
Yeah, exactly. I think so, Brittany. Yeah. People, yes. They waste their time. Vince Beezer. What person right in their own head asked people if they consummated their marriage? I can imagine them out in public asking all the... Right? Like, oh, and so you won't tell us, so that means it's not happening. That means your relationship is fake. Think what you want. Like, how would you know the slightest thing about us? You don't. I'm here to tell you. It's time where everyone overshares and ruin their relationships. The respect and privacy are refreshing. Exactly. And the difference between him and Trashbag is he deserves privacy because he's not abusive. So, yes, if you hit me and you abuse me, I'm going to reveal you to the public. So you can tell your mom to blame you for ruining your life when you put your hands on me, honey. Or not honey, Trash. I'd love to know what you guys' favorites are, movies and TV that you like, or the little things about your days. Yeah, I know. We're going to, like, honestly, this is, like, I'm going to try so hard, especially for you guys. A lot of you don't like the drama, so the whole honeymoon, how couples should act, etc. Like, what am I going to do, get married and travel to another country? Like, I just came here. Like, I still have jet lag almost. Like, there's palm trees and beaches here. Why? He takes me out every day somewhere nice. Why is that, like, where are we going to go? Like, the Poconos, the Bali? Like, we're in paradise. Like, what do you want? Ray John, you're the only one showing yourself to be a you-know-what right now, honestly. So, Wayfair Mirror coming your way. Salah, how are you handling all of the online hate? Do you look bothered?
By ignoring.
He ignores better than me, actually.
Just live your life and forget the haters.
this whole channel is addressed. This whole video was about addressing drama. So no one's forgetting anything.
Yeah, they're never gonna go away. They're pathetic.
Everybody know why these reaction channels work about or work for.
Yeah, exactly. You're introducing something new to us. You got to take your time with. It's okay to be modest with your relationship. When you decide details are cool to show, we can learn more. Then exactly. Salah, does anyone in Kuwait look at you differently because of your relationship? How differently? Like, no, I don't think people even look at us in
No.
public. People just mind their own business here. People like, there's so many obese people in Kuwait. Like, it's. Why would they look at us different? Because I'm bigger? Like,
Nobody look to the others. No.
no.
Even here, by the way, here there's many fat people, so it's okay. It's fine, cool.
Rebe, yeah, let us newlywed be. Yes. Miss you, Moo. We still love being at home. Who are reaction channels to decide how we should spend a honeymoon? Exactly. Like what? Like.
And I totally agree with Foodie Beauty. I mean, reaction channels. You don't get to say what she does. What happens, I think, is that people compare it to their idea they have in their head of what a typical thing would be, and then they use that difference in this case to think something else is going on. And that's all the comments I think Foodie Beauty fields are because of that. And so this seems kind of, and it's just part and parcel with all the atypical stuff that is. So and obviously no one has a right to dictate to anyone what they do on their honeymoon, and that
No, it's entirely your life, your decision.
Right from day one, this marriage is atypical from based on what most of her viewers would think, and so I guess it would follow naturally then the honeymoon would be also slightly different, right?
And FFG, you're gonna criticize us from your Motel 6? Smoke another pack. You're sounding more like Marge's sisters every day. Jack! Hi, hope you're both doing well. Ignore the trolls making up lies. Thank you. I'm glad a lot of you can see through the BS.
Tiffany says, Salah handling it's so good and not bothered. You guys are so happy.
Not they have no info on our relationship and make everything up, but okay. Anyways, I'm leaving all you morons in the dust. Good night. Good luck with your own couples channel. Thanks.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I want to thank Foodie Beauty for gracing us with her presence. Really, I just didn't think we'd get her attention being such a very tiny channel. But this is so it's fascinating. So you can tell, we're trying to be objective, make some objective statements here, but it's very hard for someone who takes it all so